Hey everybody, Spike from Wavescape.co.za here with your Western Cape surf report and a little bit of weather thrown in for the weekend of the 22nd of August. So we're 10 days from spring, the flowers are out, we're one day after the spring tide, which means this weekend we're going to be getting low tide around 11 to noon. And what's more, we're going to be getting beautiful weather and a succession of great swell coming from this procession of storms that are running past us in the deep south. By deep south, of course, I mean the deep ocean, not the deep south of the Cape Peninsula. So this week has really been amazing. We've had a lot of rain. In fact, the dam collective storage is now at 85% for the Cape Town dams, and for the Western Cape dams, it's also faring way better. I was actually in Muizenberg this week, which was firing with a great south swell that was pouring through from a massive storm that was actually very south of us. Even the flamingos were having a pretty good time in Sunflay. So this weekend we are looking at some clean blue waves. It's not dissimilar to this shot from the water in Cape Town. Alright, so let's get down to business. As you can see, we already got a lot of swells, 13 feet at 16 seconds today on Friday, so there's going to be great waves. So if we just had to look at some snapshots of the swell height and period and direction, you'd see that Friday it's 12 foot at 15 seconds at noon, and this evening at 5 o'clock it's 13 foot at 16 seconds. Saturday morning you see 10 foot at 14 seconds in the early morning, and then in the afternoon it's 10 foot at 13 seconds, so holding steady at 4 to 6 foot probably. And then overnight into Sunday, that swell from that storm, the storm that's now way past us, that swell arrives 14 feet at 16 seconds, and that holds all day around 15 seconds, 15 foot, 14 foot. That means probably waves in the 6 to 8 foot range. By the way, the weather is going to be absolutely stunning this weekend. No clouds, except for a little bit of a cloud cover on Sunday afternoon into the evening. Otherwise, mostly light winds and lovely weather. And I wanted to show you the reason why that is. The reason are these high pressure systems. As you can see, they are very active and like a sort of a strip running across the whole of the Western Cape and South Africa and sitting there all weekend. Into Saturday, they're there pushing that storm south. See how that storm is moving. It turns into a gigantic storm, 954 millibars. And then of course this high sinks further down into the ocean, and what actually looked like a cut-off low, this low here, a cut-off low that was going to actually head towards us on Monday evening bringing rain, that has dissipated and does not happen. Alright, so I thought I'd just zoom in and have a closer squiz at what's going on in terms of the wind. We know there's plenty of waves all weekend. We know that the weather's going to be clear and beautiful, and to top that off, the winds are going to be mostly light and from favorable directions for surfing. Cold starts to the morning, yes, and cool and temperate conditions for the high temperatures all weekend. So let's take Friday morning as an example. So there's light easterlies in the southwestern Cape, the strip of coastline here, which you can call the southwestern Cape, and then light offshores all the way along this strip here, becoming light southwest to absolutely glassy in Cape Town. Gorgeous conditions come 3 o'clock or so, and then a light southwesterly pushes in other parts of the coast. This light onshores are blowing. Saturday, again, beautiful conditions. There's a light southeast blowing up the west coast, glassy light southeast in Cape Town, and beautiful berg wind north to northwesterly to westerly breezes blowing east of Agulhas. And then during the day, we see that a light southwest pushes through all the way along the southwestern Cape, and to the east, offshore southwesterlies and swell going gangbusters. 10 foot at 14 seconds, translating to at least 4 to 6 foot waves all around the coast. And then come Sunday, again, this new swell has arrived, 14 foot at 16 seconds, so sets up to 8 foot at least. We're in for another treat. Absolutely glassy conditions in Cape Town and around the Cape Peninsula, light southeast up the west coast, and then light northwesterly to westerly breezes, and those are offshore, of course, east of Agulhas. And then during the day, puff of westerly starts to come through all round, but still absolutely beautiful conditions to the east. The time to surf, if you want proper powerful waves and you want absolutely glassy clean conditions, then you need to be surfing somewhere around this area from dawn on Sunday, or of course this entire area, it's offshore. And of course it's a clear weekend. Look at this cloud cover, zip, zero, zilch. Saturday nothing, and then a little bit of cloud moves in on Sunday, and by Sunday evening there's maybe a slight touch of cloud. And of course, that means that you might get a sunset like this. So that's it from me. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there.